We have embarked on many journeys and wrote many chapters in the 6 years we have known each other. But the one that I've prayed and hoped for is here today.
I was lost on a road, headed nowhere without you. Didn't know all that my heart was missing without you.
If there's one thing I'm certain, it is that God has blessed us in finding one another and that his plans have only just begun.
God has blessed me with the most perfect person, and I am overfilled with joy knowing that we get to spend forever together.
Then I looked in your eyes and the fog started drifting away. From the winter to spring, I could finally see the way. I feel so awake again. I believe in love again.
Justin, I remember the night we met. I knew that you were so special. Those green eyes and cheesy jokes had caught my attention.
I remember leaving that first date knowing that my life was about to change. And to this day, I can still replay the moment you walked in. I've never seen a more beautiful person walking into my life. We sat at that coffee table for hours, telling stories and getting to know each other. Little has changed because we could still sit and talk to one another for hours on end.
Now my heart's feeling something electric, you with you. Since you crashed in my world and arrested all I knew. Spent my life half asleep, now I see you in every dream.
Hi.
Hi. You look so good.
You look good.
You look so good.
Look at that.
This is your dress?
Yep.
Oh my God.
One thing that I admire about Justin is he is more outgoing than I am. He always tries to be the life of the party, and whether he is or isn't, he's always having a good time.
She's a caretaker by nature, and I'm very thankful to call her my sister and my very best friend. Lainey has always been very particular. Lainey's never wanted to waste her time, so you can only imagine the shock when I heard the name Justin come out of her mouth. The way she spoke about Justin, she couldn't help but be smiling by the end of the conversation.
I also remember the first time I was made aware of the Justin-Lainey relationship. My dad does this thing where if you're in the early stage of a relationship with someone, he won't refer to them by name. My dad was like, "So is Justin's friend gonna be there?" And Justin from upstairs was like, "She has a name," and slammed the door.
I believe in love again.
And it was from that moment on that I knew this was a serious relationship.
It didn't take long for the relationship to blossom.
They've been off and running. They've been lock and step ever since then. They get along perfectly.
It takes a lot to win Lainey's heart. You're a lucky man because when you win Lainey's heart, life's just brighter, filled with color.
I remember that night in Cleveland, sitting on the rooftop, looking at you, somehow knowing back then that I loved you and wanted to spend the rest of my life with you.
If there's one thing I've learned to love and embrace about you is the longing you have to do everything together. At first, I joked when we started dating that I had a new shadow that followed me everywhere I went. Now I simply feel bare when I have to do even a simple task alone. This is mostly because I have grown to love doing all things with you. It simply makes my heart so full knowing that I have a partner in crime no matter how lame or exciting the job.
You are my person. You know the right words to say when I need it the most. No one has such a profound impact on my life. I couldn't imagine spending my life with anyone but you.
I believe in love again. Lord have mercy, I can't breathe now that you stand next to me. You make me feel awake again.
What a beautiful day, what a beautiful chapel, and what a beautiful couple. As we celebrate the love of Justin and Elane today, we participate in the oldest ceremony known to mankind. Don't ever lose your sense of wonder. Sometimes Familiarity is the enemy of wonder. Justin and Elane, as you mature into the Christian faith and mature into your marriage, I want you to become more childlike. Childlike in that you never lose your sense of wonder about God and you never lose your sense of wonder about each other. Justin and Elane, there's going to be times where you're mad at each other. There's going to be times where you're sick of each other. But I want you to remember, unless you become like little children forgive very easily. In those times where you're ready to kill each other, remember those words. Forgive each other like a child would. Justin and Elane, by the power vested in me, it is my honor to declare you husband and wife. Now let's see that kiss.
I can't imagine my life without you. I can't imagine my life without you.
Mr. and Mrs. Nedzwicki.
If I'm telling the truth, I don't know what I'd do. Even if I try to. I can't imagine my life without you.
Heart of a lion, never say never. Cut like a diamond, shine under pressure. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up.
As I was walking through the Hall of Fame, I was looking at all the busts. You look at what those guys did to get to that level. And I've seen these two already start to get there.
Justin has always been an amazing friend. He's an extremely positive person, and he's always there for you. Lainey and Justin, your relationship has always made so much sense to me.
I'm so thankful for my sister, and I'm so thankful that she also has not only Justin, but an amazing family.
I couldn't be more prouder than my daughter. You know, she got an 84 on a test, and she's like, oh, I can't believe I got it. I'm like, an 84? I'm like, if I got an 84 on a test, I'd be like telling everybody to meet at the bar. Your sister's smiling down on you. I know they're overjoyed and happy. Polacks and Greeks. This should be epic.
Heart of a lion, never say never. Cut like a diamond, shine under pressure. It's time to fire on up. It's time to fire on up, yeah. Pound on your chest like there's no tomorrow. Just play the game right, no one can follow. Oh, it's time to fire on up. Oh, it's time to fire on up.
The life that we have and continue to build together is so much better than any life that I could have imagined alone.
I can't wait to see where our life takes us on our next chapters as husband and wife. I love you endlessly with all of my heart and more than words can ever describe.